immediately they are not willing to give it over to Evos.
Yeah, I think they're not willing to take it first pick. At the same time, they do not want Evos, just like you said, to be using it as well.
Yeah.
So over here, a lot of things they have to ban. Afraid it will be the first pick. I think Kaja is still on the table for the first ban, and Xborg as well. Looks like the teams aren't really that concerned. They're willing to first pick it, but maybe they're not willing to ban it out. But never mind, they're gonna ban the Xborg anyways.
Yeah, I guess they don't want to really worry about that. If Louvre Esports bites on this, they'll probably ban out Harith, which I hope they don't. They kind of want to force Evos into that situation where it's like, hey, we got something pretty good here. So if I was in Louvre's position, I'd probably be like, hey, you know what? Let's get rid of the Kaja instead.
Yeah, the Kaja is gonna be very, very annoying because I would say Singapore, Singapore in general, their tank players are really good and they're really skilled in this I would say playmaking kind of heroes, the Akai, the Kaja, the Cho. So yeah, the Cho getting banned out, I think it's fine. I think that's fine. You know, the Kaja or Cho, I think they're pretty okay, especially since what JPL did with that Cho. I mean, he didn't even. The way of Dragon is impactful, but the Jade Kundo itself is crazy.
Just landing it is important. And I think more importantly, getting rid of the Cho, especially if you are on blue side, is so much more beneficial because on red side, you can flex the Cho, but Kaja, you can't flex it. It's like, that's a support. Now I know where to kind of target in the draft.
Yep. And right now, Harith has been banned. Looks like Evos does not want to give that over. So right now, I would say the Kaja is still up
free
for them to take. But if they do not want to prioritize that, then I don't know. Maybe an early pick Terizla.
That's true.
But the Terizla is very risky because the enemy can just counter it with a carry.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of very interesting options, but it kind of tells you what Louvre Esports prioritize and kind of want to shape their composition around here. So they're hovering over the Kufra. They want to have something playmaking. All right, sure, that's understandable. I do feel that Terizla might have been a little bit of a better pick. Well, personally, I definitely feel like Kajao should have been the ones we go to, but Terizla is so flexible that it allows you to do that more. Evos pick up both high priority picks.
Yeah, that's actually very strong because one of the worries, right? If you're picking Kaja and then the enemy picks a tanky hero just like Terizla over here, you might accidentally pull Terizla towards your team, and that might actually help him out more because he's like, how am I going to engage? The Kaja helps you engage.
Oh, hey, thanks. Yeah. Penalty zone.
So yeah, them taking both, it's actually looking very scary right now. I want Lurf to early pick the carry. Early pick the carry, and the Lunox is fine. The Lunox is fine, but I really want them to pick the carry because Evos, they can ban it out.
Exactly. I definitely agree here. And we know for a fact LY4 plays carry very, very well. So I don't know why they didn't decide to do that just now, especially since, like, hey, they needed to get a mage at some point, but I guess they prioritized the Lunox more than anything else. Evos, genius. They're like, all right, we're going to have a tanky comp Terizla. We don't want him to have a bad time. Let's just lock in the carry in itself, and we still have options because Terizla can go into the fighter lane, and we can get, you know, Grok for ourselves.
Right now, Evos, their draft is looking super scary. They have like an S-tier fighter, they have an S-tier support, and they have one of the best marksmen that can deal with themselves.
Yeah, I think this is absolutely genius here. Personally, Evos getting rid of the marksman, understandable. Louvre Esports, they need to make sure they get a good mage matchup here. They don't have the Harith, now they don't have Esmeralda, so this puts them in an awkward position where it's like, you either have to play Chang'e, which they can pick Lolita for, or you pick up the Gushin, and I already have Kufra.
Or if Louvre Esports doesn't pick up the Lolita, they can still take the Chang'e. Yeah, so just like you said, it's hard.
I don't know. Double mage comps. I'm not an advocate for double mage comps for sure.
But they're throwing out the Selena, which kind of forcing them to go for that early kind of engage. But
I don't know, because you already have two really strong early game heroes itself. At level 1, she doesn't do anything. If they invade Selena at her buff, there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, but the thing is right now, for Selena to invade Evos, right, we have to look at this right now. They have the Terizla. The Terizla's very tanky, and he does deliver that burst damage.
Yeah.
So if the both of them meet up, it's going to be more or less of a, I would say, a skill matchup. Who plays the hero better?
Here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. They're going to get carry. She's not going to go mid. She's going to go to one of the side lanes by herself for the first level. Terizla and Grok, plus somebody else, is going to go in for the invade, and maybe the mage might join in later on. There's the Chang'e.
Yep. So yeah, over here we can see that Louvre, they do not have a Lolita or anyone to really stop the Chang'e, and especially since Evos, they have a pretty tanky front line over here. They have the Grog to zone people away.
Yeah.
They have the Terizla, which do pretty much the same. So yeah.
Okay. Now I pray that Louvre Esports, they don't. Okay, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but let's go and have a look at the video real quick.
Nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their
So yeah, right now Louvre Esports versus Evos Esports. If Evos wins this game, then that's pretty much it for Louvre. They have no more chances for them to qualify for the playoffs. But if Louvre manages to sneak at least one more win, then their dream is still alive.
Yeah. Now, I kind of want to highlight the win conditions for both of these teams, and I think for Louvre Esports especially, their win condition is super narrow because, again, everybody, their win condition, get Lord, get as much of a lead as possible, end the game. So, at what point are you the strongest, and where can you kind of punish the enemy? For Louvre Esports, that's level 2. However, Jason Go has to play out of his absolute mind to make a play happen against Evos Esports' composition, who naturally is already stronger at level 2 itself.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Right now we can see that Evos, they are trying to invade Louvre, and wait, I think they already, they haven't took the buff. So right now it's all 5 members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, correct. All 5 members went in to get the buff. And I would say that.
Look at Terizla. Oh my god, look at Terizla. He just doesn't care. He runs through the lane. He's in the backside. He has to make something happen, and they're going to get collapsed on.
Yeah, and over here we can see a fight might break out over here, and they are looking for Adamir. Adamir is super low. He used his flicker, but he's still going to go down to the Terizla. Ace is still chasing over W Chai, but that's just the tank. They don't care. They have to run away. Right now, Jason Go, I guess he could. Over LY4, he chose to take the enemy's buff, which is at least something. At least something.
Oh my goodness, there's so many things that were wrong about it, and also so many things that didn't happen which shouldn't have happened. Number one, Terizla's path. What the heck was that? Why didn't they punish that? Why didn't they do anything about it? And instead they were like, we need to take this buff more importantly for that EXP level. I think Evos Esports did a really good job there.
Yeah, over here we can see there will be a fight in both lanes, and Potato, he tried to flicker out, but he couldn't because of the bouncy ball. Ace tried to secure the kill with his wall, but he did not manage to get it out, and he has to run away. But over at the top side, we can see that the Selena managed to actually kill Terizla over here. But Adamir, he is not looking good over there.
He is dead. He didn't see him actually see them actually rotate down. They didn't have vision at the point of time, so I can't really blame him. But it's one of those things where it's like that's super unlucky.
Yeah, usually in those situations, you will have your tank to face check the bush first, but his tank is not there. He's at the base, so
yeah. And Selena was like pretty much chunked out at the time, so it's like, you know what? I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna walk away. But Evos Esports, I think they have a very good idea.
Over here we can see LY4. He getting chunked out. Right now, JPL, he does not have his ultimate. Once he does, it's going to be very terrifying for Louvre Esports.
Yeah, absolutely. They are bursting people way too quick with that Meteor Shard. They have some great setups overall, but more importantly, they're making sure Hayabusa does not get to play the game. And I think that's what they're afraid of, because their composition, if stretched thin, it's tough to play.
Yeah, over here we can see Evos. They're trying again to make sure that they're getting the buff. And with this kind of damage, I think they will. I cannot see who managed to secure it, but I have to imagine it's Evos, because right now Adamir doesn't have LY4, doesn't have the buff as well. So yeah, it probably is Chang'e.
This is just so unfun. Oh dear, Bambi already. He's probably going to meet a shard again.
And over here we can see WKXD getting engaged on, and that was so quick. Like right now, the Chang'e's damage, especially with the turtle buff, it's not fun, just like you said.
It's definitely not fun, but more importantly, Louvre really isn't communicating about, enemy movements on the map itself, and they can't seem to exert enough pressure. Oh, this is going to look so bad.
Yeah, they're setting it up so well over here, and they can smell it. Probably because they saw the Terizla.
No, Soul definitely for sure.
So over here, I think they managed to secure it as well right now. Oh dear, Bambi with the Chang'e. He's securing all the objectives much better than a Kimmy.
Yeah, and it's tough when you have something like Meteor Shower. Like, can you really contest it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if you have a Lolita, then it wouldn't look as good. But who's gonna stop it? Like, you can body block the damage, but at this point where you're not that tanky over here, WKXD is going after Soul. Adamir is gonna be there to help him out, and it looks like Soul is gonna go down. But 4 people was invested in that 1 kill.
Yeah, definitely understandable because WQXD, if he is going in that hard, and you can definitely see in Soul's playstyle, in a 1v1, Soul 100% wins that.
Yep.
There is no way he does. Oh, Ace.
Ace goes in and looks like he's gonna be the sacrificial lamb over there. And
why
are they not attacking? Why is no one attacking? So he's doing fine. Oh dear, Bambi is here. He does die, but oh dear, Bambi manages to come here, and it looks like he is going to take down Jason Ko. Jason Ko has been slaying, killing spree for the Chang'e. Why didn't they attack?
Yes, they were confident he was going to die to the trap laid out by Selena anyway, so that's why they're kind of like, all right, you know what, let's just focus on the target. We don't have to worry about it too much. And as on cue, it exactly happens that way. But again, I love the addition of Arrival now. It allows so much flexibility in plays and quick rotations there, especially since, you know, Terizla able to instantly go back into the lane, makes the play, is able to get 1 kill in the process. So technically, they didn't lose too much.
This is why I love updates. Every time there's an update, it will shake up the game. And right now we can see that Evos Esports, they are trying to pressure Louvre Esports, and with the lead they have now, I don't blame them right now. WKXD, he is being focused on by Oh Dear Bambi, and Oh Dear Bambi is bringing out all the damage. Potato is coming in, probably trying to bring in additional damage. Ace goes in. JPL manages to catch Jason Ko.
Oh,
3 people over there got caught by the...
By Terizla, that penalty zone.
Okay, Louvre Esports, I mean, just like you said, the way that they're playing, they're not giving the Hayabusa any room. And yeah, I think it's working out as they're playing it.
Yeah, Evos is just playing a super clean game. They understand what they have to punish. They know exactly what to do. This is a very clean Evos. And I definitely think that, you know, certain things that there are, I wouldn't say holes, but like, you know, small misplays have definitely cost them. And I think that's where Louvre really shined. Like, they are very adamant of, we see a potential weakness. We see, that meteor shot. Is he going to kill him? No way. No way. No. Oh, 1 HP.
Almost. But right now, WChai, he is being caught out. There's no way for him to run. He's going to go down to the Chang'e. Mega kill for Oh Dear Bambi right now. Soul, he has been trapped by the Abyssal Arrow, but it looks like he's going to be fine. Right now, it's almost a 10,000 gold difference, Gideon.
Yep, and again, in this position, Evos is looking real poised to win here, but if Louvre Esports wants to stand any chance, they need to figure out a way to get that chunk. Oh no, WQXD!
Look at that meteor shower. How annoying is it to fight against that with that low of a cooldown?
I hate it. It's like, what, 18 seconds? 13 seconds?
Yeah. I mean, all of that without the fleeting time. I mean, granted, because of that, you don't have to build it, but if you do, then it's just going to be above annoying. Right now, JPL is taking a little bit too much damage. WChai going in, but he is getting pulled back. Oh dear, Bambi in the backline opening meteor shower, and he is just chunking everyone. WQXD basically has no HP. He has to recover, and right now, looks like Evos is going to close this out. This will not be a problem for them, and looks like, yeah, Evos. I mean, I had no doubt that that's how it's gonna end up.
Yeah.
Oh dear, Bambi looked so good.
I mean, when he has some great setup from his team, and especially when everybody, like, clearly there is, Evos is looking really, really good in this particular game. Everybody is on the same page. We know exactly what we should do. We know our objectives. We know our roles. And more importantly, we know our win condition and our opponent's win condition. That was just the complete domination.
Yeah, it was very, very different from the first game over here. No surprise, Oh dear Bambi getting the MVP with the 6-0-6. The Kaja played a very clean game, 0-0-9.
I mean, we're talking about JPL. He is super consistent. He is, time and time again, it's surprising how good he is sometimes. And then when you compare him to someone like Zorn, it's like, man, those two against each other, it's the greatest thing to watch.
Yeah, over here we can see LY4 did not get any chance to farm. Only, like, look, I would say, just like you said, it's a total domination, which is a split opposite from the first game, where we can see that both teams are really duking it out, but over here, not really.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to when you play Selena, you need to get that initial lead, and it can be super difficult to do. But as the highlights are going to be coming up by our legendary sponsors, Black Shark, let's have a look at that.